So a common position that we're working right now in our striking classes is how to build a base when you're in Luis's position and get back to your feet. A common situation that you encounter in MMA is when these guys have this hip-to-hip connection. They have like a opposite side whizzer or just some form of half body lock type control, and they're just taking their lead hand and just sitting here and kind of working a ground and pound position. Now, a lot of options to get out of here. What we're focused on is building back up to our feet and then giving us an opportunity to either strike our way back in or clinch our way back in. So if we swap places here real quick, a couple things that we have to keep in mind. One, I need to keep everything nice and tight. I don't want these punches slipping in, so I don't want my hands out here. I'm not trying to keep my arm protected here where I have this hole that he can easily slip a punch up into, or he can start working his hooks into. So I want to keep my elbows nice and tight. What I'm looking to do is build up to a base, but I want to make sure I build up with the same side leg. If I step with my outside leg, I'm opening up this hip, which gives him the opportunity to get a hook in. So I want to make sure that I take my outside leg, I step up a little bit out of 45 so I can push back into him. Again, if this person is doing their job, they're going to be driving forward into you to kind of break you back down. So I'm going to use that resistance to work myself back up to my feet. The moment I do post this foot, I'm keeping this hand nice and tight here. So again, I'm blocking these punches. Now, when we get to that base, in order to do so, again, I'm not trying to post my hands out in front of me. I want to bring my hands down to the inside. I'm going to press and posture and get my head nice and close to his head. I might eat a punch or two here, but again, it's just for a brief moment to get to this position. Now, my opposite hand wants to get control of his glove. I'm not looking to grab his wrist where he can easily just kind of re-grip and get control of my hand. I want to take my hand and actually grab across the top of his glove, across the top of his knuckles. However, I want to make sure that I bring my elbow back nice and tight when I'm doing this, because if I have my elbow flared out, I'm giving him an opportunity to get that seatbelt grip. So I bring my elbow nice and tight. I get control of his hand. Now, as I'm driving back into him, I'm going to work all the way back up to my feet. Now, here's where we have the two options. Number one, I'm going to disengage forward, turn, I can re-strike and we get back to striking range, or I can even re-strike, re-enter, and get a takedown of my own. Option number two is we enter into a clinch. If we're doing that, I'm going to go on the same side that I'm blocking. I'm going to take a back step and use that as an opportunity to get my underhooks, that inside control, which is critical in grappling. Now I can work towards a body lock, and we look to finish the takedown from there. Go train, stay safe.